It seems like AI is absolutely everywhere these days. On your phone, on your watch, on your laptop, in your fridge. So, it's no surprise that there is now AI in our sim racing, and Trophi AI promises to make you faster as a sim racer with their Mansell AI coach. But, is this true? Can it truly make you faster? Well, I've been competing in esports events for well over 5 years, and have won numerous prizes and raced real cars all across the world because of sim racing esports. So, I paid for Trophi AI with my own money to give it an honest try. So, did it make me faster?
Increase brake pressure by 30% approaching the hair.
Let's just answer the question of did I get faster off the bat? Yes, I did, technically. I used Trophi AI's recommended combo, which was the MX-5 and Okayama. Okayama is a track that I am particularly familiar with, having competed in the Racing Prodigy series at that track last year. Now, although my lap times did improve over the couple of coaching sessions I did with the Mansell AI coaching tool, the advice that it gave and the overall presentation was a little bit of a mixed bag. Traditionally, when you do coaching, you will have telemetry, which Trophi AI does record, and you will have video reference laps. Trophi AI has a very, very different approach to this all that seems a lot more collaborative. The Mansell AI coach is a person that speaks to you in your ear while you're driving around the track. It will look at your previous lap's telemetry and compare it to their expert lap. For example, let's say going into the hairpin at Okayama. Let's say I brake at the 100 board and the expert lap is braking at the 60. Once you go all the way back around, it will tell you
increase brake pressure by 10% into the next right hairpin.
And in essence, it will do this all across the lap for turn-in points, braking points, throttle application, so on and so forth. On paper, this is an incredibly useful tool, and there were definitely points during my testing it was useful. Particularly, there are a few points where it told me I needed to hold more brake pressure longer.
Into the hairpin, increase brake pressure by 20%.
And it correctly called that, and I did get quite a bit quicker. I found a few hundredths of corner to corner when it would tell me hold brake pressure longer here, brake a little bit deeper here. That was great. There were some points where I truly was like, darn, this is working awesome. And there were equally as many points where I was like, what the heck are you talking about? At one point, it told me to delay throttle application by 30 meters. In essence, it was telling me that I needed to delay throttle application until I had already rounded the corner and had the wheel completely straight.
Well done back there. Just delay throttle onset by 30 meters next time.
30 meters? No. Overall, I actually think it's a pretty decent program for beginners. However, I do have a few notes and nitpicks. When I was digging through the platform, I noticed that they had leaderboards, and this is pretty awesome since iRacing removed their world record leaderboards a few years ago. And strangely enough, their leaderboards can have laps that are well over a year old, which really shouldn't be comparable due to how often iRacing updates their tire models. However, there was one other thing I noticed on the leaderboards. It seemingly was quite glitched out. There were times that are 20 and 30 seconds faster than everyone else. It's like it doesn't know what car you're driving. So the platform has a few issues. Now, I think they can resolve them over time, but I think it's worth noting that it is far from a perfect platform. I did notice something else. Some of their expert laps are quite slow. I took the USF 2000 to Road America as I'm getting ready for another esports competition. During my testing, I got down to a 207.1, and their expert lap that I was supposed to be getting feedback based on was a 208.8. And when I pull it up on their web interface, it just doesn't even load. So I'm not quite sure how stable the platform is and how expansive the laps really will be. Overall, I think Trophi AI is an interesting platform, although it has a few too many issues for me to personally recommend. Its Mansell AI coach is exceptionally interesting and it can give very valid, helpful advice when it's working at its peak. Now, that being said, the expert lap times that everything is based off of, it remains a little bit contentious for me, as I'm not 100% sure how old some of them are and if they're even really necessarily competitive, as I saw in my USF 2000 laps. Compare that to something like Apex Racing Academy or Virtual Racing School. They have laps that are updated for iRacing officials every single week, and it includes setups for the same price as just the AI coach. Plus, the people who work for those organizations are spectacularly fast drivers that I know I'm going to be getting a quality lap from. So what do you think? Is Trophi AI something that you're going to give a shot? Let us know in the comments below, and I would really appreciate a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. But, as always, you can learn more on BrakeTrace.com.